So we'll be getting started soon. All right, so change it up then. I'm changing it up. Yeah, we're gonna change the title. I'm gonna start doing that too. All right. Uh, hmm. All right. Sorry for the delay. For recorded purposes, I switched off on the title. I was going to do Ready Player One, and I'm switching off, and I'm going to do the Dreamscape. I'm going to do Ready Player One shortly. Every time, the Dreamscape is a place of a number of things. The Dreamscape is a place when you go to sleep and dream, a place where you can create anything that comes to your mind. Half the times, some dreams be controlled, and sometimes you just dream black. You don't have a dream, and it just be black. Or you dream, or you don't remember the dream. Dream is a fascinating factor of life that nobody never explained. And I would like to touch on a little basis on that. I mean, you might not like the results of the wow factor of the information that you might hear from me that you never heard before, but it's the truth. So we heard all about things that such as English is everything is energy. So when you speak words is energy. So they were saying that the English language is a voodoo language. It's a people saying that it's a ritual language. Where you speak curses to everybody, because that's how the fallen angel works. The fallen angel is, first of all, in the beginning of time, it was nothing. Now you look up, it's an economy, it's buildings, it's houses, it's businesses, it's a a matrix. So you have to understand that, it didn't get all the way up this far into the game at 2021 without the fallen angel hands in it. So the trick is, it's connected to it's connected with the matrix when you sleep. Now let me read you the definition of sleep. A condition of body. Oh, excuse me. A condition of body and mind that typically recurs for several hours every night, in which the nervous system is relatively inactive. The eyes close, the muscles relax, and consciousness practically suspended. I butchered that word up, but the last line of that sentence says consciousness, when you sleep, consciousness practically suspended, because you sleep. Your conscious is practically suspended. But one thing you don't know that you only gonna learn from Life is Rigged is that you have a conscious and a subconscious. I told you split in two. You're in two different places, but you still connected to each other, but you can't interact with each other. So it's still you, but it's weird. So let me read it again. The last line of sleep, the definition of sleep, practically is saying that Your consciousness is practically suspended, and your conscious is your matrix mind, the whatever you learned along the way, your data, your judgment system in this place. That's your conscious. You know, you can look, you can, you observe and absorb, impact, or you looking at something, whatever you do on your computer, your conscious is your right now computer, is you in the matrix. Like me talking right now, this is my conscious, but you have a subconscious. So when you sleep, consciousness practically suspended. So that's your matrix. You see me right here, right? Then I go to sleep, right? My conscious is practically suspended because it's set up to where you don't know that you have a conscious. People know that they have a conscious and subconscious, but they don't never know what it means. Right? They never dig deep about why we have a conscious and a subconscious. What do you think a subconscious is? Why you need two consciousnesses? That's two consciousness. That's two consciousness. Thanks for the light. That's two consciousness wired in a way, a weird way. Like, why you have a conscious and a sub? Okay, this is my conscious. So what is my subconscious if this is my conscious? Like, this is okay. So it's like another part or something. It's like a separate part, but it's still you. Ain't that weird? So when you sleep, this is the power of the unlocking power they don't want you to know. When you know about your subconscious and your conscious and how does it work together in a matrix, um, man, it's on a whole nother level. You will see how dumbed down they kept us, basic dumbed down they kept us on worldly shit. No, we're spiritually got dumber. We all, as a whole, not me, but per se, but as a whole, as a civilization, we're more spiritually dumb than ever. We dumb. I'm trying to tell you, we was powerful. We was flying around. Look at us. You got to walk down the street, your feet aching. You bumping into shit. You can't walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So you have a conscious and a subconscious. I try to tell you, go look at my other video. You know what I'm saying? You are two computers, two people, not literally, but it was like saying that, hey, you got something else in you, in your brain, connected to your brain. That's the hardwire of where your other self is at. It's like it's coming and it's attached to where he's connect. Well, you're connected. It sounds crazy, but bear with me, follow me. Um, it's like it's almost like your higher self and your lower self together and shit. And remember, you used to see images of the devil and the angel, and they be talking and trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's like a responsibility you have to balance this, and people don't know how to balance this because people don't know how to self-correct themselves anyway. So they don't know how they don't. I look at the world and see everybody like falling victim to this um unbalance of lack of knowledge of the balance of the subconscious and the conscious, and it's amazing how people can just look at this information and just be like totally dumbfounded about it. Like as a whole, we're really dumbfounded. You know what I'm saying? So when you're sleeping, your your consciousness is, which is your everyday computer, practically suspended. When you get tap into your God self, you be tapping into your subconscious. Okay, so the key is poisoning your subconscious. your conscious gonna follow. So if you do what I do, being a supreme being, I'm feeding my conscious, my subconscious, healthy, high energy growth. Even though in another, I'm in another place, having this virtual, because this is a virtual reality. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't doing nothing when you go to a amusement park and you lay down or you sit up in this thing and you just you feel like you're in a virtual reality. And you put them little goggles on, you in a virtual reality, and you can see you in the virtual reality. On that end, you can see, but you can't interact because that would be cheating. You know what I mean? So you could just drop clues. You know what I mean? But if you get connected to your higher self, if you keep feeding your higher self and you just getting higher and higher, higher and higher, the more knowledge you know, you throwing it in and you're really like a battery or a motor of energy of whatever you're trying to do, because uh whatever you watch, that's why they be trying to subconsciously get you. You think they're coming for your conscious, they are, but they really trying to get your subconscious. That's why they be putting subliminal messages and commercials, movies, and all that. Cause they trying to bump your subconscious down. If you're not feeding your subconscious, somebody else will, and that's how they get you. So when you're asleep, your consciousness is practically suspended. Is because when you calm down into a calm state, it's a channel that it's set up to where you wake up in your subconscious. Hold on, I'm saying it wrong. You wake up in your subconscious and you die. Now oh yeah, they right on time with this shit. Your connection is unstable. Hold on, because I ain't. Oh, everything looks good on my end. Oh man. Okay, look like we back on, and it threw me off a little bit. Oh man, God. So okay, see, that's what I'm saying. When I get to the good part, they start tweaking. That's the key. If you're watching, you better be really trying to listen to the part that's really sounding low, because that's the good part. I be shaking my head. I don't get mad because that's a part of them working on energy too. You can't let them get you mad. You know what I'm saying? So when you sleeping, your conscious, unless you drift into um the plane where you go into your subconscious, aka fourth dimensional. The dreamscape is fourth dimensional. Okay. So when you dream, not sleep, dream. When you dream, you are in the fourth dimension every time. If you dream black, you ain't nothing. You ain't nowhere. You just dead, really. You better clear up your third eye, because that's, you're dying and don't know it, spiritually dying. When you don't sleep, when you just sleep and you dream black all the time, yeah, because you're supposed to be creative. You're dying. You're supposed to be creative. You're supposed to be optimistic, creative. Keep your spirits up. But if you having less, and dreams give you energy of inspiration when you wake up, because you created something in your dream. You control your dreams, and dreams go the way that you thinking that you wanted to go, or it going the way that you like it to go. Or dreams, it can be, they run tests. They run tests in the dreamscape. Let me tell you what a dreamscape. When you dreaming, You going, energy flows where attention goes. Okay? When you dreaming, you know attention is not nowhere in the room, in the room, nothing. You know what I mean? You're in the fourth dimension. Facts. You're gonna, if you stick around on this channel, you will learn a lot of stuff. Cause ain't nobody kicking stuff like this, bro, or sis. No one. And I don't even get cash apps at all. You know what I'm saying? But you don't. It gets deeper. It gets really deeper, and these are facts. Okay, internally, I get information internally, and that's no cap. That's no cap. Because when I talk, you know what I'm saying. You can when you can resonate with something, you know it. You know what I'm saying? So you know truth when you resonate with it, and not because it feel good, because you really strongly resonate with it. Like you know it's the truth. Okay? They're trying to kill that part out of you to where you don't know what the hell. That's why you believe everything they say, because they took that inner intuition out of you. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know how to tap in and look into yourself. You gotta be like get to yourself and meditate and get to your be to yourself for a long time, for a good while. To where you can master it, then you come back out. You know what I'm saying? To where you have to learn how to, it's hard to go to the next level spiritually if you're around other people all the time, because or unless they on some super high level shit, and you're the one that's coming up, you know, but that's rare. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, these days, and that was the old days. These days, the matrix is set up to where it's gonna be the opposite. They're gonna, it's gonna be people around you that's gonna bring your energy down. Might be fun, but it's gonna be still bringing your energy down. You know what I'm saying? It's set up that way. That's how they get you. This is a game. This is an IQ test. Only the only the ignorant is going to perish, and that's real. And now ain't no religion attachments to that, period. I might say some stuff that might be reference to religion, but this is not a religious channel. Okay, this channel, I go before religion. I talk about things that happen before religion and while in religion. See, when you dig and go back in time, you can see where religion started at and what other religion started. Did they religion fight this religion? Oh, okay. So now I look like Bloods and Crips. So now it's like, all right. So I mean, you gotta have an understanding how things work, you know. So when you're dreaming, you are these it's just some these are some fun facts. You know, when I first came back across this information, um, you know, it's some fun facts, you know what I'm saying, to where um when you in the fourth dimension, I mean when you sleep, when you dream, you are in the fourth dimension. That's why it takes 5 seconds to fall in. You can really fall into deep sleep in any second, but waking up, it takes a good 4 to 5 seconds. That's why it takes 4 to 5 seconds to wake up. If you try to wake up real fast, like 1 second, you ain't gonna know where the fuck you at. You ain't gonna know your name. You're not gonna know what life is. You ain't gonna know what in that first second. You ain't gonna know what planet you on, because you coming through your, and that in that second you can have a flash and turn around and you can see something that you wouldn't regularly see, like a silhouette of a shadow, because you morphing back from the fourth dimension into the 3D. That's why it's all types of 3D and 4D things and entities and things and places that's parallel. You know what I mean? To where it's on top of this shit, but it don't. It's on top of each other, but we don't have our line of sight is been. We just need a little bit more to see it. They measured it perfectly to where they can keep the realms separate, not yes, separate, but not separate from them, but for them, but separate for us. Because this is the slave shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't get perks like that, but they can be all looking at us being our shit. Whatever. So this is the physical realm. This is the slave realm. You are not the body. I am not this person wearing this p hat, and I'm the spirit. Okay, your spirit is. You have many lifetimes, so you don't want to mess up in one life to where you really get down and stuff like that, to where you can come back next lifetime. It can trickle into that because they're gonna trick you to come back down because they see you on a roll. They got you. They want you to come back. Then slip up put some roadblocks in front of you. Boom, you out of there. Your whole soul is gone because you slipped up. Every lifetime you come here, it's a risk for your soul. You talking about, so you seen somebody dying on uh TV or YouTube? That's ain't shit. You just die one time. Your soul, when your soul is gone, that's an eternity hell. Y'all, that's an eternity hell. You know what I mean? Hell is not no place where it's red and it's hot and it's burning. Hell is they deal with psychosis, psychology. This is a psychological hell. It's in the mind, and it's got something to do with sleep. Oh, this video about to turn up. I'm trying to tell you. Just wait till what I'm about to say about you sleeping and rituals. Man, you ain't gonna hear this nowhere else. Can I get a cash out, please? But I'm cooking up something right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you some pointers, man. Your dreams are is in the fourth dimension. Sometimes it be dull, that or it be like clear. When you have those clear dreams to where you know how you had dreams and you just easily wake up. You gotta eat more healthy to get your and stop taking fluoride. You should know that by now. Um, your third eye is getting hard. Just loosen it up. You know what I'm saying? Um, your dreams will be like locked in more. You know what I'm saying? Because before you get the clue of finding something or doing something, they wake you up from your dream. It's the psychological. You fall off the ledge in your dream. You fall right before you get to the ground. What happened? Before you even touch it, you wake up. It's like a simulation in the Matrix. It's like, load that for me and Neil. We about to go in and fight. And he fell and he was like, but he bounced up and stuff. But you fall down, it's like, now, or if you are having dreams to where you are literally hitting the ground and you can feel it a little bit, and that shit is like feeling like real, and you wake up with bruises in some cases, oh yes, um, you got some demons on your back. You got to get off. So they're gonna run this game on you to make you self-inflict yourself, self-injure yourself. You know what I mean? Because they don't want guilt of it. It's like, how I got you to do that to yourself. You know what I mean? It's a psychological hell, psychological trap, IQ test. Hey, what's up, Lisa? Yup, that's what's up. Appreciate you, Lisa. You know, everybody's struggling. But so when you were in the dreamscape, you get to influence close ones around you if they in your dream. The only the man you not gonna find this nowhere else. This is no cap. I'm trying to tell you. If you, but the only trick is, like, you could be in the same dream with somebody, have the same dream in a certain part. You know what I'm saying? But the only trick about it, they're not going to look exactly the same. It's going to be off, but the spirit and the voice going to be there. You got to listen to the voice. They throw you off with the look of it. You'll have a feel of, damn, that sound like Mark, but it don't look exactly like Mark. But he talking, sounding like Mark, the spirit of Mark, but it don't look like Mark, like all the way like Mark. You know what I mean? So it's weird. So I mean, it's a place where you can create, of course, relax. You are relaxing when you in the dream state, your physical body, because it's there. And that's why it gets a lot. Let me tell you something. Sleep, you're in the fourth dimension. So you leave in the body. Okay? When you leave the body, first let me say this. When you in the dream state escape, there's going to be a couple of possibilities. It's, of course, you can create and fly and do all types of fun stuff, have little scenarios. In some of them cases be tests. Okay, if you know about the Divergent series, when it was running tests, but they had the dream, going to the dream and had the test, and she was breaking the codes. So they found out she was a divergent and she has these special gifts. So she was marked for like an enemy. So she was running and trying to get away from them. They trying to catch her because she don't want her to spread the knowledge to others. But um, so they run tests on you. The Matrix. The Matrix. The Matrix. You gotta watch it in your sleep too. Because you can they run tests on you. And the only reason, let me give you this clue. Let me give you this clue. Nowhere else you're gonna hear this. Whenever you're you having a weird dream, you don't know it's a test. I'm telling you now, it is if you see a sheriff in your presence. He don't gotta be coming for you. He can just be sitting there. Let me tell you a story. Having a dream. My grandmother has passed, rest in peace. And I had a dream and I went right back into her kitchen where we used to be when she used to be cooking food on the table, like Thanksgiving type food or whatever. And I just always used to sit there and just watch her just cook up stuff. And who do you mean who is they? Um I used to watch, I'm about to tell you, I used to watch her cook up food and stuff. I was a little kid and just be talking to her. I just wanted to be around her. And I had a dream which took me right back to that moment to where I was in the kitchen and she was preparing food. Guess who else was there? Sitting down, just chilling. No, he didn't even look at me. He didn't even look at me. But guess who was there though? A motherfucking sheriff. Like a police sheriff. It's always gonna be sheriff, not regular cop, sheriff. They might throw you off with a regular cop, but it's gonna be sheriff. It's gonna be sheriff. You're gonna see the sheriff on there. That's code word for agent. Okay? He's there talking to you. He was there talking to me, picking my brain. And anybody want to come holler at you and whatever, man, they don't gotta physically come to they can holler at you in your sleep, run tests on. Go. It's time to give them an update. Go ask them a couple of questions or whatever. They have a sheriff there. He was asking me questions. How you feel about this? How you feel about that? And then it's change the subject very swiftly. See, I gotta have a very high IQ. They know this, so that's why they be very cautious when they come around. You know what I mean? Because they hate to be exposed. they get loud and mad and angry when they get exposed. So I didn't want to expose him because I was trying to pick his brain because I have got. So I'm trying to tell you something. See, when I was sitting there and looking at him, face value, I couldn't tell anything, but I don't go off face value. So I was looking at him and I was feeling his energy. It took me about a good couple of minutes, and then all right, I picked up on his energy. That's an agent. Fucked me up. So other than that, you ain't gonna be having no issues like that because you ain't me. And so you don't got to worry about that. But they do abductions in sleep. You be thinking you dreaming, you are dreaming, but they doing an abduction on you. Like, I think I got abducted when I was a little kid to where I was having an out of body experience, and somehow I was just on the dresser, the long dresser where you got the little the short long dresser where you got the mirror. I was just laid across there like that. I couldn't move my arms or nothing. I only could move my nose, and I had a out of body experiences before, a couple of them, and that happened to where I couldn't move nothing. So therefore, I went back because I thought it was a dream at first, and it kept bugging me. I was like, "Dog, that's a dream, bro. Quit playing." Then it hit me. I was like, "That wasn't a dream." Because when I came across the information, I'm like about the Dreamscape. I was like, "Oh, I went back." So when you learn new information, you're supposed to go back and redo everything. You gotta answer every question. Look at you're supposed to include that into your perception, and you're supposed to rejudge everything to see do it line up the same. And some gonna line the same, some gonna be off, and it's gonna be something that fall. You know what I'm saying? So you're supposed to do that. That's what you call elevating and getting higher. If you cut off learning and adding things to in your perception, what are you learning? You keep saying the same shit every year. You say the same stuff every year. You don't grow. You say the same stuff every year. What are you doing to grow? You have to allow yourself to grow. You got to stop limiting yourself and being out of fear because you think you got a comfortable life and you want to float on the way out like this. Yeah, that's good. That's been good for a long time. But right now, they're coming for your next. So ain't no more of that. Ain't no vacation. Get your ass up and you got to roll up your sleeves too. Thanks. Thanks, Shay Legacy, for real. Lisa, who said I was giving up? Are you serious? I don't give up. Yeah, you supposed to be oh, you gotta be surprised. Man, when I step out, I'm like 007. Not just regular step out. I'm talking about when I step out, step out. See, let me tell you something. See, I do what's the right word? I'm an information freak. I'm always want to learn something new. Always been like that. I'll just keep it's not healthy because some people say if you go too deep, you can't come back. But it all depends on your strength. I already got over the fact, like, damn, dog, this world ain't shit. I ain't never knew, man. I thought it was great. That wake up call when you first wake up to the fact that the world ain't shit. When you be going on like for a long time on face value, you be like, oh man, like when you grow up and get old. Yeah, that. All right. So when you are They run tests on you, see where you at. They run tricks on you. If you, for an example, now they do this low key. They do these things low key. So this is how they keep the matrix, man. They don't be. They do some stuff where they be kind of vulgar and they just don't care. They be like, yeah, I did it. What, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, they be trying to cover shit up. So they real smooth, but it's like they can run tests on you. For an example, let's say you're a faithful man, right? Let's say, or a faithful woman, right? Let's say you never cheated ever in your life, right? You just don't think it's, you got the one, you found the one, the love. So you like, I'm straight. Guess what's gonna happen in your dream? Your fucking best ever physical preference match. The physical preference, the one that you see and be like, oh, she fit my perfect fucking physical fucking preference. Oh my fucking God, she is so fucking beautiful. That person gonna come in your dream. That's an agent. Training you to the fact. If he can get you to have sex with him in a dream, let's pause. You might be like, this ain't cheating. This a dream. Or you might not know it's a dream and slip up and cheat. That's the one they want. So it's like practice. It can be for the wrong or bad. When they do shit, they be trying to do it for the bad on you, but you have opportunity to do good. So it's a balance to where you don't know what day it is, so you don't know what's going on until you get into it, until you start dreaming, and then you go from there. But ain't nobody gonna remember all this shit before they go to dream. This is just for just purposes, just to know. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna try to get you to, and they got a little magic to where they can make you feel like a fuzzy little feeling, give you a little drug, like to where you feeling all horny for some goddamn reason at the right fucking time. I'm talking about your shit wet, wet, or you hard, hard, and you be like, fuck this. Your husband right here, or your wife right here, you banging the hell out this guy or girl in your dreams. Then you wake up like, you looking at him here, and he still sleep. You just looking at him like, I just cheated on him in my dream. Or then what can happen next? Same scenario. They saying somebody else. They can't get you. They ain't get you yet in real life, but they got you in your dream. So now they can try it in real life. See, can they get you? Boom, got you. You like, what the fuck? I got infiltrated. How did I allow myself to do this? Oh my fucking God. I lost my fucking soulmate. All because of damn entity in your dream. They like that. They like to troll and do shoot, and laugh and shit. They love that shit. They love that shit to the point to where humans mock them. The shit you see humans do, they mocking. We gonna mock our gods. Okay, not me, but we gonna mock our gods. You had the same person now. Where you think you got your shit from? You got your shit from the top motherfucker personality. Okay, you laugh at motherfucking people failures. Look at the world who laughing at everybody on failures because he laugh at everybody failures. Okay, that's why. Okay, so it ain't no good guy right now watching over this. This is like a psychological hell. If you really want to go advance to the next level and know, because I'm gonna tell you about books. Books will fuck your mind up. You know what I mean? Because a book is an opinion too. Did you know that? A book is an opinion. Unless you did some data. Like when scientists come up with their data and they did some data 10 times, they're like, all right, I'm pretty sure this is the one right here. That's still an opinion. It's an educated opinion. Okay? I mean, what is facts? What is facts? Because it's in a book, anybody can write a book. I can write a book right now. I don't have time. You know what I'm saying? That's on the back end. I'm gonna write. Before it's over with, you gonna see what's gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see what it's gonna be way more than this channel. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna show you what is what a supreme being is. Just put it like that. That's no cap. Okay. Whatever you think. See, let me tell you something. When you grow up, oh, I'm ready. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Um, see, I see. See. You see, when you go to the beginning and dig up something, when you get presented something like this, you gotta go in front of it, see what was going on in front of it. Then when this got here, while it's going through it and to now. And that's how you supposed to do it. When somebody send me something, I want to know the origin of it. You know what I mean? And I really want to know the origin of it. Because you cheerleading something that you really don't fucking know because you didn't find out the origin of it. It's a lot of people doing things and don't know the origin of it. That's the craziest shit I have ever fucking heard of. You talking about somebody sleep? You represent something you ain't even did. You don't even know the origin of it. I'm talking about the origin of it. Are you fucking serious? It's like a game. Oh, I ain't picked that. Oh, I ain't picked that. You don't even. It's all about the picking game. You don't even be like getting a little cold in here. You don't even be like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't even be like knowing the origin. But anyway, when you now I have to wait. Sometimes I'm gonna tell you something. Waiting to the end of my videos sometimes I say a lot of bonus shit at the end, and then here I come with it right now. Beforehand, I'm gonna say that when so that was an example. You know what I'm saying. So by you cheating on your mate in your dream, open you up to because you ain't watch my repetition video. You do it 3 times, it's locked in. Until you reverse it, everything don't have a reverse method. So you got to pick something and counter attack that 3 times. Okay, it's a curse voodoo. That's why it's 3 times. It is 3 times. If I you do something 3 times, I get you on my third motherfucking time, you're gonna love it. Okay? Because we like things that we are used to, we recognize. We scared of the unknown. You gotta hear a song 3 times, and after that, it's your favorite song. At first, you like, it's unknown. So through repetition. So if you cheat on your mate in your dream, let me tell you something with these guys, because I know they do it because I used to do it all the time too. Okay. When you have dreams and you just be having sex with every girl in your dream. So when you get a relationship, your ass is trained to, you know what I'm saying? See, because you don't know that you feeding your subconscious mind. Your conscious is you conscious and subconscious. You feed your subconscious mind. For subconscious mind is is working 24 hours. It's the real you, and your conscious is the fake you. Is your not the fake you, but it's your representation when you step out in the world. When you by yourself, you can bond, you can like be as one, with your conscious. If you tap into it, if you woken up, it don't feel no different. It's just that you feel whole. You know what I mean? Versus being incomplete or don't know why you are doing something because you train your subconscious to do it. It's working 24 hours a day, 20, you know what I'm saying, every second. So that's why when you scare somebody, the subconscious come out. When you scare somebody, you gonna see the real you. The real you is your subconscious. Whatever you programmed in it and whatever you know at that time in that time, that's what's gonna show. So you say, I'm a tough guy. "Arr!" And the guy come out of nowhere, scare you. Ah, motherfucker. In that moment, your real you is gonna show. That's your subconscious. You know what I mean? So that's why if somebody you can do this all day long. Somebody can say you're this all day long. When you get tested, that subconscious come out. You like, yo, what? What's going on? It's like a different you. People be like, I don't know what's got into you, right? I ain't never saw you like that before. Yeah, this is real me right here. This is my representation, right? The other me is my representation, my matrix representation. That's what I do use to survive and barter and trade with the public. They don't see my real core self. You protect that, you cover that up, you shield that away. And so here it is right here. Now I'm saying this at the end because it's some information, man. It's some information. It's kind of sad, but ain't nobody never said this before. And this is what it is when you sleep. Okay. The sun, people are confused about. Okay, this is why I say this is an IQ test because when you hear words in a sentence, you're supposed to take it literally. I don't want to hear about, oh no, I ain't mean that. No, that's what this word mean and say. So you can't use a better different word or this. So when they say Jesus is the light bearer, what you think that mean? The um he brought the light, right? What brings the light? The sun, the light barrier. Jesus is the sun, right? There is a story of Jesus, which they took from another native black guy story of and stole they still stories and they put another face on it. It wasn't Jesus, another it's a black Hebrew, but they stole the story because in every religion they have the same Jesus, the same son and father. How can you have 50 religions? All of them have a uh, Jesus coming back or a Messiah coming back. You know what I mean? So it's all the same format to where a Messiah is coming back. died on the cross. Don't you know it's another religion that had a Messiah who died on the cross and resurrected in 3 days? I mean, come on, dog. Come on, man. So it's like it's a blueprint. Boom, boom. That's why I'm not religious. You know, you ain't never looked at your origin. How can you argue with me about this? Because I have. That's why I'm here to help you out and warn you of things. But Jesus, when three people read the same thing, they could get three different results. Jesus is the light bearer tells me that by that line right there tells me that he is the sun. Okay, the light bearer, he brings the light. The Eastern Star. Huh? Let me rewind that back. The Eastern Star, right? So where do the sun rise at? It rise in the east. Huh? Eastern Star. The sun rises in the east. Okay. So if that's Jesus, right? If let's hypothetically, I know you probably don't want. It's hard to believe. I don't know where you at on this, but let's hypothetically think for 1 second that Jesus is the Son. There's some double meanings in that too. I just saw an extra double meaning. Ain't that in real time? But he brings the light, right? He is life, right? If the sun is out, it's giving everything life, right? So he already saving you. Jesus saves, he already saving you if he's the son, because he supply everybody with the energy, right? Guess what else look tricky about this? If Jesus the son, it sets and rises every day, that means resurrection. Sets and rises every morning, meaning that when it sets, the sun dies and resurrect in the morning. So if you sleep at the same time when the sun is setting, which is at nighttime, and sleep is a cousin of death, and you typically, not technically, you, no, I ain't, whew, get the fuck out of here. You technically die when you go to sleep. It's a cousin of death. You don't die, but it's like you left. That supports my theory. When you sleep, you go to the fourth dimension. When you dream, my bad. When you dream, you go to the fourth dimension. Okay. So if you in the fourth dimension and your body on its back in the bed and sleep is a cousin of death, that means you are partially dead in the flesh because you are in the fourth dimension. You resurrect in the morning time. Good morning. The English language is tied into this. Good morning. Why? Why is it good morning? Because you died last night when you sleep. It was a good morning. Then you resurrected with the sun when you woke up. So it's a ritual when you go to sleep at the same time. It's a ritual if you go to sleep at night. Hate to say it. I don't sleep at night. I'm up all night. I sleep in the daytime. or it be a little off. I might go to bed at 4 or 5. That's good. That's good. That's great. As long as it's past 3 a.m., you good. You cannot sleep at the same pattern of the sun because you are committing a ritual, and we are enhancing it by saying good morning after you woken up, risen with the sun, resurrecting with the sun, because it takes 5 seconds to morph back from the fourth dimension if you dream and back into your body. So that means that you are not dead, but some type of word that they haven't created because they don't want you to know about this shit is that it's connected to the way to where we are committing rituals, and they enhance the English language to enhance this ritual energy that we always thought was good. Ain't nothing wrong with sleep, but don't sleep at night. Don't sleep at night. When you sleep at night and you're committing the ritual, um, you are committing. You are. Let me tell you something. That's why I always had midnight jobs. I was like this before I even noticed this particular information. I was already like sleeping at night. I couldn't sleep when everybody else sleep. It felt weird sleeping when I know everybody else sleep. I'm sleep. That's a ritual. Sleep ritual. Everybody is dead. Dead. Not dead, dead, but technically, yes. Told you life is rigged. So when you do this, the sleep ritual is a slavery consent because you don't know the moon and the sun represents a slavery system, work and sleep. Okay. On higher spiritual realms, you don't have no sleep and work. Ain't no sleep. And you know what I'm saying? You do one shade, you do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You don't tell me when to sleep when. That's a ritual. They tell you when to sleep. You sleep when it start. All right. You wake up. Then you go to work. Commit a slavery ritual. Slavery. That was the number one thing that jumped off in the Matrix is the slavery sleep ritual. For anything was going on, we was committing a ritual when you go to sleep. When people sleep at be up all night and you get the greatest ideas. That's how you accelerate your my melanin people. Or if you have the soul of a native, you probably most likely can generate this energy also. So um most likely probably was one in a previous life, most likely. I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you that that you can create your realities through your dream and manifest it in real life. That's why they're trying to decalcify your third eye because that's power. You know what I mean? So um, I'm up all night. I work midnights when I work a job, or if I work the day shift, I don't care. I'm gonna go to sleep to 3 in the morning, and a lot of days I've been tired at work having a first shift job because it ain't like I can't force myself. I can't do it anyway. I can't sleep while other people sleep, but that's how I got this information. I know because I don't sleep when y'all sleep. When all y'all slaving, I'm sleep. That's what supreme beings do. We ain't on the same time. It's okay. I used to sleep at night at a time. But once you switch it over and you be up at night getting them watching videos like this, getting your spiritual level high, and you're gonna be that much better than the other person who was asleep because he's getting programmed for work tomorrow. being resurrected after hearing 20 people tell him good morning after resurrecting. Man, I do this shit in my sleep. I got the jokes too, man. So, I mean, don't get discouraged. You got time. You don't want to go into the back end of life like when you get 50 or something and you still doing this, you're going to be cooked. So you got time to get to the stay up all night. Switch your sleeping habits to where you're not committing the ritual, the slavery ritual. The slavery ritual you ain't gonna never hear nowhere else. Okay? People think people put people in slavery. No, it's entities. Okay? See, I went to the origin of Earth. Right? You gave me a book and say go from here, the Bible or whatever book. No, I'll go to the origin of the place that I stand on, Earth. Okay, so you have to put clues. You got to be good to put clues together. See, so I'm saying y'all getting distracted in the amusement park. This is nothing but an amusement park. You're getting distracted. You know. Ooh, I want to do this. Ooh, I want to experience that. Ooh, 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 and they just doing this the whole time till you like, yeah. This ain't no but a distraction to get your soul. While you're distracted by the new cars and new toys they come out with, they in your back doing something, like tricking you. And you like, oh, I feel something, but you ain't looking back. You then as soon as you about to turn around, oh damn, look at that. Oh, you just back distracted. You know what I'm saying? This is I don't got time to be kicking this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just really don't have time to be capping, right? You know what I'm saying? Lying, capping, however you want to say it. Um, this is real serious. You thought you thought you was serious? Nah, no, this is serious, serious. It's no joke. You know what I mean? Like this is what you are against. You know what I mean? Just imagine if you so much, you don't want to die not being woke because you're gonna come into the next life and you could be out of there. If you slip up and get a little lower and slip up, man, you done. Your whole soul done. Done. So it's like, damn, we ain't get on this line. Let's see if we can get them back and go down. We can get them again. We get them on this one. That's how they do it. Eating your soul for energy. You know. That's why I don't believe in religion, man. It's so much information, deeper, higher spiritual stuff that's like the Bible is like dated. You know what I mean? Like it's magical shit, stories in it. Do you have any proof that happened? Um, it's clearly not. It's outdated for what you need to know. Like for these days, okay, you might be like disagree, and I'm not gonna, what I'm saying, accept that. But nah, we ain't talking about that, so I ain't gonna even go off into that. But um, if you are religious and you don't believe in entities and aliens, you in trouble. That's the sleep. That's the sleep right there. Because I don't know I think it was Jehovah Witness. They don't believe. I don't know if it was Christians too. I don't think they believe in like spooky stuff, like so-called spooky stuff like aliens and shit like that. They think, oh, that's demonic to believe in that. See, they scare you away from the truth for a reason to keep you locked in where you don't spiritually grow. Spiritually growing is not saying, yeah, Jesus saved. That's not spiritually growing. You just reciting some words that you remember to say every 5 minutes. That don't mean you spiritually grown or you're growing or you're going to grow. That's just words. Okay? You know what I mean? So people get into titles and thinking that, yeah, I'm with this organization. We support this. It's like joining a club. Like you want to be part of the club instead of being like real. You don't do it to be real. You do it just to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? Type stuff. But I say that because look at the deep stuff I had just said. Can you learn something that? Can you learn something like that in your church? I mean, you'll never come close to it. You'll come down here and have 10 lifetimes. And I just helped you out in one video. Okay. It's the reasons why they don't tell you stuff and show you stuff. It's not their job to show you and tell you. You got to figure out every goddamn thing on your motherfucking own. Okay. So that's about it, I believe. Watch out for the good mornings. Don't tell nobody good morning because you telling them good morning. I already said what that is. So don't tell nobody good morning. Okay? Let's make up another one. You know what I'm saying? This English language is enhancing the witch rules and curses and the energy curses and dark energy. So it's like that's why I'm gonna do Ready Player One next because you're not using your avatar. And it's a trick where they got you to where you're in the sunken place. They showed you the movie The Sunken Place. That's you. That's you. The hypnosis guy that looks spooky and the real him. But the spooky one, when he got under that spell and they was running around, then they said one word and snapped him up out of it. He was like, "What the fuck?" He went crazy. When he was up like this, going crazy, going like this. That's you. That's the Matrix avatar ego suit you wear. It's the ego. You didn't look at my video. Ego is MK Ultra because it is MK Ultra. It's a mild form of MK Ultra. Your ego. Ego fuels the matrix. If nobody had no ego, then nobody won't be having no energy to be doing all that fuck shit. Because you ain't in your ego. You have understanding, compassion. How would the matrix work if everybody was like that? Matrix working good because you in your ego. I'm Billy Badass. That feeds the matrix, bruh. So go check out my video, Ego's MK Ultra, and understand that ego fuels the matrix, and ego is the sunken place. Okay, your ego, when your ego get big as King Kong, you already dead because your subconscious took over, not took over, but you fed your subconscious so fucking low to where it's running on its own. You don't even know how to turn the fucking ego machine off. You in your house by yourself with the ego. You usually hit the switch when you open the door and come out the door. You don't usually be having egos when you sitting on the toilet taking a shit, but you so deep and possessed with it, you having an ego taking a shit. That's how bad and you get deep and you went in that lane deep down that road. That's how it gets when the beast become bigger than the creator or whatever how you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? To where um you don't have no control over. You can't stop it. It's running on its own. So yeah, man, watch that, man. When you grow up, you grow out away from your soul. You're supposed to have childlike energy, not act immature. Childlike energy because you have imagination. We lose our imagination power because they steal it from you when you're a kid because they tell you you have to grow up and be a slave. Grow up means be a slave. Grow up, get responsibilities. Look how much slave shit you done helped out with. Look how much wrongful advice you told your kids and friends and people around you. You told them to go to school and be a slave. That shit don't work. That shit like hocus pocus. Kids looking at that shit right now like, man, my mom told me the wrong fucking shit. I'm about to go get this business going. Fuck what she talking about. Fuck your 4-year college. I got a fucking business ranking in fucking 100,000 a year at least, starting off. The fuck, how you gonna this? Then you have a parent that will still criticize that kid for not being a slave. You was supposed to go to school, not get a business. Huh? You fucking slave. A lot of coons and slaves, man. A lot of your parents, our parents, uh, generation, and grandma generation were sellouts, coons. Period. Your mother and your parents might be the reason why you are. Matter of fact, 50% of the reason why you might not be woke is because of your parents. Because they didn't know. They passed down information they got to you. And that's how the matrix works. I have a video coming called Your Parents Are Agents. Wait till you hear that one. Your parents are agents. Not every parent, but every parent do have some type of go to school matrix push. They usher you into the matrix. But they don't know no better. Like go to school, be a slave, take the yeah, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, um, dreaming is what I said it is, and you replay the video back. And if you feel anything, cash at me at ALIBARNS. Y'all gonna have to start looking out, my friend. So I'm coming with Ready Player One, and I'm gonna come with I just said the video too. I said I'm dropping Ready Player One, virtual reality. Life is a virtual reality. And I'm dropping just rewind the video, I just said it. I'm getting sleepy. So this is Life is Red. Keep my cash app up. Love y'all. Peace.